Amazon just released the new Echo Spot. This is the latest generation version. So we're going to compare it here to the Echo Pop, the Dot with clock, and then the Show 5. So typically this is something you might find in a bedroom or an office, a smaller form factor. So starting on the left, we've got the Pop, which is basically a dot, but cut in half. So less speakers. Here we've got the typical dot. The newest version is round. Now this has got a little half screen here. So we got a speaker, then a little screen on top. You can show the time, weather. I believe you can pull up a camera feed as well. We'll test that. And then here's the Show 5. And so we've got some news on there. Occasionally you might see some ads, but we do have a clock, the temperature, and of course we can bring up camera feeds on here. So I'm going to go through and test the audio quality of each of these. When I do that, I'm going to do it at different volume settings, low, medium, high, max volume. I won't be able to play the music for you guys because there's royalties, so I'm going to just show the decibel level. So we've got a decibel checker. And I'll pick the same song when I'll play it on the different devices. We're going to have to mute the music though. And then I'm going to just walk through some of the different features here. On the Show 5 here, under settings, we've got home, settings, do not disturb, brightness, notifications, alarms, photo frame, communicate, music, smart home, video, routines, and active media are all options right on the screen here. Now if I do the same with the Spot, we're going to get the home icon, brightness, this is day, night mode there. So I can go into settings and I've got clock and theme, Bluetooth, the display. So let's see what we can choose for display. Brightness, the adaptive brightness, and then the night mode. So a lot less options here for the Spot. But yeah, while we've been sitting here, the show has been switching between the weather, news, some things that we can do with the device, whereas the Spot has just stayed on the weather in the background with the clock and the day. It didn't seem that we were able to pull up any cameras on that device. And then on the far left here, no clock, fancier clock with screen. And so for a bedside, whatever your choice is there, what do you think is best? I have noticed before though, if I wake up, I sometimes have a hard time seeing the clock, just the dot. When I compare the audio quality across the board here, I did notice that the Pop is a little bit quieter. There's less speakers, so that makes sense than compared to the Dot or the Show. But it still was able to fill the room with sound. So if you're just going to be using it for music, or as an alarm clock, the Pop really is a good option. If knowing the time is important to you, then perhaps you want the Echo Dot with clock, or one of the spots or shows. The spot is a good balance between the show and just the Echo Dot. So this one will have, the weather. There's not smart home controls that can be done like right on the screen or anything, but you can use it for voice. Alexa, turn off the lights. I can tap here to turn it back on, actually. So that's nice. But there wasn't a way for me to go like in and select the home. So I have to just use a voice command, and then I can, during that time when it's open, then I was able to do the smart home controls. Whereas with the Show 5, as well as other shows, you can go down, select smart home, do my different selections. So thermostat, pull up the door, see different cameras and stuff. But overall, very pleased with the audio quality of the new Spot. Across the board, I think they're all great devices. So hopefully this was helpful for you guys for deciding which one is right for you.